Hi, Chris. This is a very special occasion. Very excited to be able to greet you and wish you a happy 60th. Some of us have already reached that milestone. Um, but I would like to say a very, very happy birthday and so wish I was there with you. Um, but I thought that Rita and I could share a few memories about Chris. And don't you think we should tell a few stories about Chris?
I'm sure there are a couple that you have. Vince, when did you meet Chris? I know you've known him longer than I have.
I first met Chris in 1975 when I'd gone to Pietermaritzburg University as a slightly older student, and I was a bit lost. I was sitting one morning on the bench at Malherbe at 11 o'clock in the morning, and this young man comes up to me and says, would you like to go drinking? And I got such a shock, I nearly fell off the bench. So I said, yes, I would, and I'll just go and get my handbag. And Chris then said, yes, and bring money. So I brought my money, and we went off to the Ants. And the whole gang were there, Rick Dillon, Justin Immelman, Pete Gold, they were all there, Pete Hammond. And that was the start not only of my friendship with Chris, but with the whole gang, of whom, Chris has kept up an amazing friendship with them. How did you meet him?
Well, I remember that gang, and I was in awe of them all, actually. Benki in her Coca-Cola t-shirt, and the whole group, and including Tim. Well, it was the most extraordinary thing. When I was in New York, visiting the Metropolitan Museum, Chris walked down the staircase, and I overheard somebody saying, that can't be Brita. And I looked up, and sure enough,
There was Chris.
Wow. There was Chris. Of all those people. So we connected in New York, and at that stage I was living in Washington. And Chris came to visit me soon after in Washington, which was amazing.
And then, of course, I went to visit my sister in Washington, Callie, and Brita was close by. And did Chris come and visit us, or did we go and visit him? Oh, we went to visit him.
I think we did.
Yes.
This is quite a story, actually.
Should we tell it?
I don't know if we should tell it.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure that Chris...
Forgive us, Chris.
I think he should be reminded.
Yes.
Well, you can start,
Chris
Vince.
couldn't take time off to come to Washington to see us, so he sent us tickets to go and join him in Minneapolis. It was very exciting to see him again after many years, and he done all the research. He knew we both loved art and antiques, and so he'd done all his research to find out what exhibitions were on. And we had this amazing weekend of a little bit of culture and lots of debauchery, lots of drinking, lots of bad behavior, and over imbibing, I think. And then we went for dinner. What happened at that dinner?
Well, Chris had got this new job, and he told Benki and I that he would like to introduce us to some of his colleagues. I'm not sure if it was his boss or colleagues. Anyway, so we went to this restaurant, and we were sort of very self-conscious. One of the guys got up from the table, and Chris had this long tablecloth. Chris lifted up the tablecloth, and he just let rip the smelliest you have ever smelled. Benki and I, being half nervous, just collapsed with laughter. And he was so casual about it. Was anybody offended?
We didn't. I think his colleague was, and we didn't quite understand why he'd done it. And he said afterwards that he wanted his colleagues to see the true Chris, which was perplexed me.
I still feel quite sheepish about the whole thing.
He wasn't always so badly behaved. Chris, he's become a very, very dear friend. Certainly, for many, many years, we have been devoted to each other. I certainly held a candle for him for many years. Wasn't reciprocated, sadly. But, I did quite fancy him. Did you fancy him?
Well, yes, I did. We actually went on a trip to Geneva. He was going to look after some of my funds. And as we were walking around Lake Geneva, I thought, he's rather gorgeous.
Wow. So we let him slip through our fingers,
We did, yes.
Yeah, sadly. Now Denise has managed to pin him down, and I've never seen Chris looking so happy, which is just the most wonderful thing. Chris deserves every little bit of happiness and love in the world, and he is the most amazing friend, and I value him. I value our friendship, and I wish him every single second of the best.
I agree with you, Binks. I mean, the way he's kept in touch with all of us and his other friends, never, more than 6 weeks go by without hearing from Chris, hearing about all the wonderful things that have happened in your life, your great children. It's just fantastic that they've done so well. And Denise, honestly, it's comforting to know that Chris is in your care.
Yeah.
So
he can't go astray anymore.
No, he can't.
He's got a good woman looking after him at long last.
And us two old ducks, we're on the sideline.
Yeah. But maybe we can share Zimmer frames one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wheelchairs. Yeah.
We'll try. We'll get our children to do the Argus and put Chris in the front to remember those years.
I'll start training.
Never too late.
Never too late.
But Chris, wishing you lots and lots of happy years ahead and a fantastic birthday. I know you've got a surprise in store. It was going to be Binky and I, but we were going to jump out of the birthday cake, but I think you've got even a better surprise. So, best wishes, and we miss you.
We miss you, Chris, and we love you, and I hope we'll see you and Denise and the children very soon. Lots of love.
And I think we should have a celebration here when you get here.
We'll have a big celebration. Bye, Chris.
Bye-bye, Chris.